Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Fair catch called for and made. Offense getting set for first down.
Timeout, Alabama.
Ready? Press check. Red 70 black. Black 14. Black 14. Okay. Check.
The give to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Really good-looking run here. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They go to the ground. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Here's the handoff. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. Smacks it with the stiff arm. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Trying the run, it's Miller. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Fires left. It's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He's run out of bounds with a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Lovett. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Here comes the offense on first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Georgia 0.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw it again. Unleashes one deep. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
First and 10 from their own 13. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The short hands. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot. Put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
To the air. It's Milroe. Got the quick pass. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. The give to the single back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Second and 10. He'll throw again. Got a man. It's Miller.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Finds him out of the backfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of a receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. A designed run for the quarterback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Makes the catch. It's Etienne. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Moving away from pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw. It's Beck. This time he's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it fly. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Perfect timing. He got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to pass it on second down. Took a shot as he threw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Getting some heat. He's got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Looking left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Humphries. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. the 40. He's at the 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama!
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got it in the middle. It's Lovett. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldog. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tide offense rolls onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Milroe. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lovett. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to pass on second down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs. On to attempt the try. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. A first down run in the red zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown tie! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Humphries. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Pulls it in. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lovett. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my pass.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down the clock?
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. Pushes toward the goal line. He will get there, and they take the lead with a 2-point conversion. What a gutsy call. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
and 25.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. Catch. formation for these receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Back to pass, it's Milroe. This time it's complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll call for the fair catch here. On first down, here comes this offense. They move the tight end all over. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Beck. Can't hold on, he had it right down the middle and he flat dropped it. couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Steps away. He's going to take off. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. He fires it out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to pass. It's back. Makes the grab on the left.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Georgia 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Going with the ground game left. Delivers the stiff arm. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. Movement here from the tight end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Alabama! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. They're bringing heat. Gets rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on second down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Puts him in the spin cycle. Running toward the tape. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. Georgia going up tempo. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's back. And he can't find his man. Pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's long. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll come out throwing on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
To throw, it's Milroe. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about...
Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown time. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. On fourth down, looking to pass. Finds his man, they convert. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
To the air on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 28, Georgia 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver shows motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Etienne.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Dogs have their offense in high gear. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
To the air, it's Milroe. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. At the 35, he's got room. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback checking off. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Lovett. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Dogs want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the catch. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple of possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility.